Hello and welcome to the spring 2023, and here we are in PSY102 online psychology seminar. I don't know if it's supposed to be one credit, but the one credit class for all of you who are majors in psychology here at KVCC. Basically a long semester long introduction to me and the program. My name is Dr. Mark Kavanaugh, and I'm the chair of psychology and social sciences, and I am your advisor if you happen to be in this class. So I wanted to take this time introducing the class for you. This is an online class. Each week I will be posting a video. This is the video for week 1. And I'll be posting a video about the expectations for the class. But I do want to sort of show you how to navigate this stuff. My platform is pretty straightforward. Not a whole lot of complexity associated with it. There are two major components to this class. The first, of course, is Brightspace, where you're seeing this video. The other one is the course book. So let's go to Brightspace and take a look at what materials I have for you here. So you've logged into the course here. You've seen the video here that I'm recording. That's why you can't see it yet. But here's the introduction page. The first place you want first thing to notice here is in this announcement section where you see this video. I will be using this announcement section extensively to keep you in touch with how I'm doing in terms of grading, content, posting interesting things, whatever. I use that all the time, so you're going to want to check in on a very regular basis to do that. It's a great tool that I use to communicate with you about what's going on in the class and when I'm finished grading certain things. The only other link you really have to worry about is the content over here, and it brings you into this overview syllabus area, and in this area you just read through this, you watch this video right here, and you get into the course book information right there. Now this course book contains all the content for this class is in there. It's not posted on Brightspace. This can sometimes be confusing. You take other classes on Brightspace and you read stuff on Brightspace. Not in my classes. You download that course book. In fact, there's a number of ways you can get that course book. As you can see, you can download a PDF. If you click on Apple Books, it will bring you to a link that allows you to purchase a digital version of the book that works on iPads, iPhones, and other Apple devices. The cost is $4.99. And then, of course, there's Amazon Print. For $29, you can get a print version, but you can also get that same print version in the KVCC campus store. In addition to that, there are 2 books. One is a concise guide to the APA style of citation and writing, which is a book that comes up in some of the assignments in this class, and it is a reference book for your future in the field of psychology. So learning how to write in American Psychological Association style is a goal across the program. So here you get that guide, buy it, it's an investment, you're going to use it for the rest of the time that you're studying psychology. In addition to that, I'm asking for us to have a communal read. We're all going to be reading a book, a very important book, I think, from Steven Pinker called Enlightenment Now, A Case for Reason, Science, Humanism, and Progress. It's a very, very enlightening book, and part of what I'm going to be expecting you to do in this semester is participate in some online discussions regarding the content of that book. Here you have some information about me, some support resources, the instructional hierarchy. There's me as the chair, and then my boss, Dean Engelhardt, and then a copy of the course syllabus right there. It currently says 0 credit hours, but I'm not sure if that change has come up to make this a 1 credit. This goes through the objectives of the class and the assignments and how grading is done. You know, your typical read through all that. Just start your week off with some nice boring reading. Now, the only other link here that you have to worry about is this, the one down here, the course timeline. The course timeline outlines the expectations of each week in the class. There's some introductory material here. There's some tasks to complete before you start the class here in the course lounge. Just introduce yourself in the course lounge. That's a discussion board. You click that and it goes to the discussion board. If you have any questions, go to the course questions and click those. And then I ask people to take a student intake, which asks you about your experiences in college and if there's any barriers that you might experience technologically or otherwise, just kind of get to know you a little bit. And then our semester begins. And you'll notice that each week is divided up into chapters, throughout the course. Very clear. You'll see sometimes, however, here, look at week 6 and week 7. We're in chapter 5 for both of those weeks. So do part of chapter 5 here and then the last part of chapter 5 here. So make sure you follow these expectations here. Now, let's say we're looking at chapter 1 here, our first week in class. We have chapter 1, organization. That's the name of chapter 1. And there's a discussion, quiz, and an assignment to get done this first week. Now, what that refers to when it says chapter 1, it refers to the first chapter in the course book that you downloaded or bought or whatever. So you look at that course book. Now, I've got a version of that book here that is in its EPUB, which is the version that you would get if you bought them from Apple Books. And it looks like this. So here's the Psychology Seminar EPUB book. I start scrolling through here. There's lots of introductory information here. You can link to the there's only 10 chapters and then the special assignments. I'll get to that in a bit. How the course book works. Read through all this material. I mean, it's not really heavy, but it kind of gets you oriented how I actually write these books. And I write all the course books for all the psychology classes here at KVCC. So these books, they're all formatted the same way. So once you get your head wrapped around how course books are written, everything is just super easy after that point. So you're making your way through that. A little bit on learning outcomes here. I align all of my classes with the expectations of the American Psychological Association guidelines for undergraduate psychology. Got all that and the alignment with the value rubrics, the outcomes of the whole college. Here's some, this is a brand new course book, so there's not a whole lot of updates to the editing here. Here's my little bio, and here we are, chapter 1, organization. So you saw that's what it said in the timeline. So chapter 1, organization, that goes bing, I got to go into the course book and read chapter 1. So here we are in chapter 1. Starts off with an attention getter, expectations about how I organize material. Just go through that, kind of capture attention here. Little philosophy about how to be successful in college. Then the learning outcomes, right here. And then I welcome you to, the major tools that I use, kind of, organization of this bright space and the syllabus and the timeline, kind of what I'm talking about right now, an introduction to the course book. Textbooks can be a part of other courses, other links within Brightspace, and explaining all that. The learning pathway, how I expect you to make your way each week through material, planning ahead, organizing. And then you get to this section right here where I describe the discussions, quizzes, and discussions and assignments having to do with chapter 1. So here's the chapter 1 discussion. Okay, there's the content right there. Here's the chapter 1 quiz, which is essentially telling me how you access the course book, and then you developing a plan to complete all the assignments in this class. Kind of a preliminary time management plan. And then here I'm going to have you compose a document following these guidelines. you are going to a 2-page document, and the first page is going to be a title page, and the second page is going to be a brief autobiographical sketch, a little bit about yourself. Upload that to the Dropbox for Chapter 1 assignment. I go a little bit into the naming convention for assignments, where what you'll look at is you'll see last name, first initial, dash, the course, dash, and the name of the assignment. So here be Kavanaugh M. Psych 102, Chapter 01 assignment. That's how you name your assignment. And here's the grading rubric. How many points I'm going to give for the title page, the autobiographical sketch, and all my assignments have a mechanics, spelling, syntax, organizational structure. And that brings you to Chapter 2, which is the following week. Pretty straightforward. You log in every week, the timeline is right there. You're looking at the week. Go in there, read the chapter, do the assignments, and then wait for the next week. Now, I do allow people to work ahead, but I don't want you to work ahead on the discussions. It's okay to prepare your initial response, but I don't want you to post it until the week has actually begun. In the discussions, to get full credit, you have to answer my prompt, provide your own answer to that, and you have to reply to at least 2 other people in the class and their response, replying to their posts. And hopefully this creates some dynamic conversation at times, where these are not just, questions that can be answered. They're discussions. They're supposed to be a back and forth where you can ask questions. And the more inquisitive you are about other people's thinking, the better you're going to do performing on the actual online discussions. So we make our way through our course that way. And I want to return here to Brightspace and tell you a little bit about the special assignment. As you make your way through the timeline here, there's the first one. On week 4, there's a special assignment, part 1 discussion. Now again, like everything, this is referring to the course book. Now in the course book itself, you will find, let me get that up here again. So back to the course book here. And if I scroll to the beginning and I look here, I see special assignment. I'm going to click on that and it brings me to the special assignment. This is at the end of the course book. And it introduces the book Enlightenment Now. It's like a big assignment. Here's the task. Read through all of this. There's a picture of the book that you will have purchased. And here's part 1, introduction. Read through here. And then here's the part 1 discussion right there. So this is the discussion that's referred to that you will start on week 4. So you have until week 4 to get this book, start reading it, read ahead. I hope it captures your interest. It's a dense writing, but it's a very, very, as the title suggests, enlightening book. Okay, so you read that, and then you'll see the next time we have something due for that. The part 2 in this special assignment is on progress. You'll be reading, look at this, you're reading chapters 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. That's a lot of reading. Again, you have lots of weeks to get to this, so make sure you start reading, taking notes, looking at what I'm looking for ahead of time. And there's 2 discussions for that. So part 2 discussion A, part 2 discussion B. The timeline is everything. You go on that timeline and all of those chapters refer to things that are in the course book. It's that straightforward. I think that's pretty easy to come by. There will be times where I'm going to be asking to meet you one-on-one as your advisor. We will use that time judiciously. I may, particularly the first one, I'm just trying to get you to load up Zoom and get that going. I might have some group times, But later in the semester, we're going to do advising sessions, and we're going to be doing some one-on-ones. I'm available to schedule those at any time. If you have any questions, I'm your advisor. It's a great way to meet with me, or we can set up a time to meet face-to-face. That's fine. We can even resolve things over email sometimes, so that's pretty cool. So I look forward to seeing you in this class. Look forward to you engaging in getting to know KVCC, getting to know this program, certainly getting to know yourself a little bit and your goals in majoring in psychology. Pretty excited about this. I will be posting a video. If I haven't said it already, I will be posting a video like this each week. It won't be as lengthy. I'll just be reviewing the timeline, looking at the course book, doing that. That's it. And that will give you some sort of indication as to what I'm going to be expecting to see in the coming week. So that'd be a good reminder as to things that are coming up, particularly when that Enlightenment Now book starts to come around. You want to get ahead on that reading right away. Okay, so that's it for now. I wish you a very, very happy conclusion of your break and introduction into this program here with the psychology seminar class, and I will see you in class. Have a great one.